So I was going to do my typical cigar review sitting at the bar area in the Tampa Hard Rock. That's what I generally do. But as soon as I sat down, a guy come over and sat next to me, young fella. So he wanted to talk. So no problem, let's talk. And I find out he's a paramedic fireman in Clearwater, which is close to Tampa. And he was just talking to me about, uh, you know, playing the slots here and doing different things. And I just told him, I said, I didn't come here to lose money. I said, you know, the only thing I do lose money here because they don't have any free drinks. So I play my quarter slots and I buy my glass of wine and I lose money. I lost $8 last night. But anyways, I didn't get a chance to do my cigar review because he sat down immediately next to me. So, but I did light up my cigar and I was smoking it. And then this gal comes in with 5 of her friends, rowdy as hell, and sits down in chairs next to us. Well, I got no problem with that. It's Saturday night. It's party time. So as I told you, it was her birthday. So she didn't have a chair, so she come over and sits in my lap. I said, hey, that's no problem. You know, park here. Parking is free. Even though I have to pay $10 in the parking lot, you can sit here and park for free. So she was telling me that she's 45 years old and this is her birthday. I said, you're 45? I said, that's my lucky number. How'd you know that? Come on over here and you sat down with someone who has 45 as a lucky number. I said, you know, you could be my granddaughter at 45 years of age. So she's telling me that she's there, she's a hairdresser, and she's there with her co-workers, all hairdressers. And I looked up at her hair. It was red. And I says, you know, you must be a hairdresser because you have such beautiful hair. It is outstanding. And she says, oh, thank you very much. Well, you know what? I love to compliment women. They deserve it. they are the better sex, and you might as well recognize it, men. Compliment them, and you'll get along just fine. Compared to women, you know what men are good for? Carrying the luggage. And young sons, that's what they're good for. Carrying the luggage for women. Well, I tried my best to have a conversation with her, but she had her breasts right up in my face. I could barely get my mouth open. Then the cocktail waitress came by and took all their drink orders. Well, I'm sorry, I'm not buying drinks for 6 women. So she took their drink orders, and the cocktail waitress at the bar was dressed up, as should be at this time of the year, in a reindeer costume with little white balls hanging down where buttons would be. And this gal who was sitting on my lap, well, she wasn't sitting on my lap at this time. She went back to her group, and she reaches up and starts playing with these white fluffy balls on her costume. And the cocktail waitress took their order, and went away. And then she looks back at me and she says something. And there's loud music playing in the background because there's a band playing. This is Saturday night. Band's going continuously. Loud. Rock and roll. And I had to get up and I said, I didn't hear you. And she says, I was just playing with her balls. And I looked at her and I says, oh, I'm so jealous. And then I think she said to me, it's so loud, she says, I'll play with your balls too. Well, I pretended like I didn't understand what the hell she said. Then after that, she tells me, she says, I'm evil. I'm an evil woman. I said to her, I says, yes, but you're a good evil. Well, I'm about done with my cigar, and these gals are over there just having a good party time, which, is great. But I'm going. So on the way out, I passed her by and I said, I want to wish you a happy birthday again. And then she gets up and starts dancing to the music. Well, I had to join her and dance with her the best I could. So we're having fun. We're dancing there at the bar. Then she sits down and I'm about ready to go. And she grabs me, pulls me down, and gives me a big kiss. I said, uh-oh. I said, you are too good. You're too beautiful, beautiful. You're driving me crazy. I got to get out of here. And I left and went to the slot machine.